I'm just going to find everybody. You're not going to hear me very well because I'm wearing a mask, and I need to wear a mask because I'm wood burning today. Woohoo! Let me just find myself in all the social platforms. I don't want to create an ad. I just want to find myself. There we go. There's that. And let's see if I pop up on here. Good. So welcome. I am wearing a mask because this can potentially be a toxic activity. So yeah, just bear with me. Every so often I'm going to need to pause just to kind of get a video recording done for work. There's a million different things happening here because I have a million things to do at once. This is going to be a little awkward. Okay. Did I start this? So I used the Vinci Eye App to trace out the design, and now I'm just going over it with the wood burner. And I am not a professional at wood burning by any means. So, things that I have learned about wood burning: when you're new, starts at a low temperature and do it nice and slow. But I'm not patient enough to wait, so I put it up pretty high. Yesterday I did a whole bunch of more simpler designs for this. I'm going to try to make a Easter wreath to go on my door, and I know that it is a little late for that. I won't have it up for very long. After this project, I'm going to have to get off because there is a commission that is going to be a surprise. But you get to see it when it's done and after it's been gifted. But I might be not doing lives for a while. Except for the Vinci Eye App. On our YouTube channel every Friday from 10 a.m. to 12:30 p.m. So yeah, I'm sorry for the muffled voice, but this is all that I got today, so I need to do it, unfortunately. Cover my mouth. Maybe using this on the right hand would be a good idea. Be careful not to burn yourself. Yeah, this one's going to be a little bit interesting because I'm doing ladybugs. It's really hard to talk and breathe in this, so I will talk to you if you talk to me kind of situation, but I'm probably going to be silent for the most part. My ladybugs are kind of fun to draw. Another thing of butterflies, ladybugs. Oh. Kind of goofed up on his leg, whatever. So more than halfway done the wood burning. Now I can do the painting. And I want to keep it in the same color scheme as I did with the other ones, so that I can kind of put them all together for a wreath. So why I stop every so often to film is because I get paid to make advertisements and tutorials for the Vinci Eye App. It's an app that does like virtual tracing. So I traced the image with the Vinci Eye App, and now I'm going over it with the wood burner. This makes it kind of awkward to work on though when I'm filming with the Vinci Eye App. Okay, now it's time for the fun one, the rabbit. I'm gonna really simplify the bunny rabbit. Okay, one more, and then I can paint them. Doing a horrible job with the bunny rabbit. Oh, whatever. Okay, I'm done with those. I'm going to turn off this machine. And I'm going to grab some water and I'm going to paint them now. So I'm going to look this up so you guys can see. So just give me a minute while I grab some water. Did my daughter take my only cup? Where'd my cup go? Okay, I could also take this mask off. Probably have like a rank imprint on my face. Do I have an imprint on my face? Let's take that off. Okay, I need a cup. I think she stole my cup. I'll be right back. I'm back, and it stinks in here. It stinks like wood burning. Because that's exactly what it is. Okay. I'll open the window a little bit more. Some nice fresh air. So now, I already did these with my kids. I'm going to show you a few. I've done a few just random Easter eggs. I've got even some simple designed Easter eggs. And then I got what I'm calling the magic Easter eggs, which I traced a design using white Crayola crayons so that it preserves the white. So I'm just continuing on this project. I'm going to turn it into a wreath by gluing them all together in a very particular pattern. Being very meticulous with my placement as best as I can. So I got all those, and then I'm just going to use the same colors, maybe add a little red for those ladybugs and some gray for the bunny rabbits, but I'm going to try to stick with the same color so it all matches together. So let's go into it. I am using Art Enza watercolor pencils. And there's many different ways you can go about it. You can draw directly on the wood and fill it in just like you would coloring. And I think I like this. So just fill it all in. And let's just color all of it, or at least the basic design. And then we're gonna do a different technique for the background. We're just filling it all in, just using it just like a pencil crayon. Nice bright spring colors. I'm gonna do the same to this one. The same color. Now you can paint these, like I'm using watercolor pencils. You can just draw on them with just colored pencils if you'd like, or you can use acrylic. But the acrylic, so I'd prefer either leaving it blank, leaving it plain, or using pencils and watercolors. Let's choose a nice spring green for these. Now, you can sell these in a market individually. I would charge like maybe $1 approximately. Each thing is about 20 cents. When I bought them as a pack, individually it came out to about 20 cents. So yeah, you can sell these for about $1 approximately, give or take, depending on how exactly you want to charge it. Like if you want to charge double for the supplies, so you can get more, or you can charge the hourly base of it. Also, you can calculate how much it costs to be there per hour or whatever at the markets, or however you're going to choose to sell it. So like if you're gonna buy a table at like a market or something, I recommend trying to factor that in with your prices as well. This is a nice golden color. So I'm gonna do a nice dark yellow on the petals here, and then I'm gonna do a lighter yellow in the center. I'm not worried about getting perfect because when I go in with the water, like a wet paintbrush, there we go. I couldn't say that for some reason. It will kind of fill in on its own. And then, well, let's just do this one too. Now I have a couple of ideas, like maybe doing two different wreaths out of this, and it's just going to be built with just these these eggs. Like I'm going to hot glue gun them together and hopefully they withstand some beaten up. I don't know. I could possibly use wood glue. And I'm going to use a brighter yellow for the center. Jenya, not right now, honey. We're going to do another spring green. Okay, spending a little bit of time filming this process too. Got dirty. I'm going to take that same spring green that we used on the other ones. Those are good for now. And then I'm just trying to think which color I want to use. So if this is going to be red, I kind of want to do a close complementary color. And I think the one that I want to do is blue for this one. So let's do that and then we'll do purple for this one. And we'll do a different background than blue. So let's choose, I think I'm going to do a light blue. The reason why I chose light blue is because red is going to be pretty dark and complementary can be two different things. It could be light versus dark, or it could be the opposite colors, so like green and red, or yellow and purple. There's like many different ways to complement. So I want to do a light color to go up against that nice dark to make it pop out more. So I am going to add one more color to this color palette that I chose, and that is going to be a red. So let me see if I can find a nice dark deep red. Something vibrant. I think this one might be the one. Yeah, that's the one. And I think I might do a green background for this, but I'm going to do it in a nice soft way. I'll show you what I mean when I'm ready to paint that. So this is a more of a solid and vivid way of doing it, which is just coloring on top, and then we're going to use a small paintbrush to kind of blend it out a bit. Okay, now it's purple. I like this purple a little bit more. Did I freeze? I think I'm frozen. Why am I frozen? Okay. Maybe I'm only frozen for a few different things. Well, yeah, it looks like I'm still going for the other ones except for Facebook and Restream, but everything else seems to be working just fine. And then we're going to do the same to this one. This is going to look so cute. Okay, now the center. What are we going to do for the center? I think another yellow would be kind of nice for the center. It's a nice complementary to that purple. And we need a touch of green. Ooh. Why is this not wanting to stay up? Touch of green. That is not green. And then we got to add another color. This one's going to be a gray because I think the bunny should be gray. So let's see if we can find one. That one looks like a gray. I know, honey. I know. But you gotta wait until about 12 o'clock, okay? You want to paint? Yeah, we can do that later this evening. Okay. I think I'm just gonna do the whole bottom part green. Let's do a super zoom in. Just mark right where. Can you see it from the top if I put it there? Yes, you can. Okay. So now we're going to, we're going to use a small paintbrush, and we're going to use it to make these watercolors a little bit more vivid by going over it with just a little bit of water. You don't need to add color, just a little bit of water. I'm going to do the background of these butterflies, I mean not background, of these ladybugs, a nice bright green. Why did it pick up some red? Oh well, it doesn't have to be perfect. And then we're going to do the red. Watch this. Ooh, that looks so nice. Nice and bright. So I think I'm going to actually do the background after I've done everything else on all the other ones. So look at that. Ooh, that looks so nice. The red. I'm going to just give this some time to dry before I work on the background. Let me see if I can use a different paintbrush. See if this one will work a bit better. So we thought we weren't going to have a winter, but we have a spring winter here. It's kind of a pain. We had no winter, but now it's just coming at a different day, different time. Okay, one more set. And then we can do the blue and the green backgrounds depending on which one we're working on. Okay, back to a little bit of filming for work. For some reason, Restream just doesn't like me very much. Not now, sweetheart. Now I'm going to show you how to do something a little bit more soft. So now we're going to start off with the brush being wet, and then we're going to rub that up against the pencil to pick it up. And then we can just add a nice soft background to it. See that? So just a little bit on that pencil, and then we can just add that to the background nice and softly. You can have some nice vivid colors or some nice pastel colors. Watercolor pencils have a very nice wide variety of things you can do with them. So that one's done. So just picking that color off the pencil, and then we're putting it down. So we get a nice wet brush, rub that brush on the tip of that pencil to pick up some color, and then place it down for a nice, smooth, soft way of putting things on there. Nice and soft. And then honestly, I kind of like working with the watercolor pencils over watercolor pastels or paint, just regular paint, because they stay clean, don't get all muddy. That's just my personal preference. Okay, now I'm done with this one, so I'm going to dry off the tip so that it doesn't waste anymore or whatever. Now we're going to use a light blue for the rest of them. So again, dip the paintbrush and rub the paintbrush on the tip of the pencil. And then, oh, my paintbrush is still dirty. Just wipe it off. Okay, let's see, can we add another one here? Let's clean this up a bit, see if we can get that blue on here. There we go, that's better. that one's done. So just rub that wet brush on top of the tip of the pencil, the watercolor pencil. You can pick up that color. Now these would make kind of cute earrings as well. I recommend once you're done to like put on like a UV protection rate spray over top of it, or a lacquer or whatever, a clear lacquer. Tell you right now, if you have this out in direct sunlight, the lines from the wood burning is going to disappear. I'm kind of getting this done late because I was supposed to make a video of this sooner, posted at least a week or two before Easter, but never happened. There's 2 more to go. Let's sharpen this. Okay, so that's done. Let's zoom out on this. So let's clean up a little bit. Let's get rid of this wood burner for one. And I'm gonna see if I can make 2, oops. Let's see if I can make 2 reefs out of these. We'll see. It's not the right one. Why is this? Got a new thing to do. These would make kind of cute little earrings. They're big earrings, but they'd still be cute. Just trying to make some space. What's this? That's cold. Good job. Okay. I'm going to play with a different type of heat. Hot glue. Okay. I'm almost done cleaning up for the next step. I need to cut that. Okay. I shall be back. Right now. No, you have this if you want this. Okay. Okay, I'm back. She's upset with me. What I'm gonna do is I'm going to take this plate and I'm going to trace around it. Let's use a permanent marker. Oh, I dropped some. Now it's just going to be a template for the wreath. And let's go get the hot glue. I got some more eggs. I got a teeny tiny little hot glue gun. So while this warms up, we're going to start putting them together. So there is 80 eggs, and I don't think we're going to be able to fit all 80 eggs on this. And every so often I need to film because I'm getting paid to make this. So yeah, paid to make advertisements and tutorials. Okay, so I got some magic ones, I like to call them. Some plain ones, which are going to be our base. And some simple wood burning ones and our really detailed wood burning ones. So we're going to just separate these in half. So 5 of each. Maybe. Let's choose a different one. Let's move these ones apart. And let's see. So I want to have them different. If that's... And then half of these ones. I don't know how well this is going to hold. I think I kind of want to have these ones upright. Yeah, I think I like that. Just like that. You know, let's see how well. I think that looks really good. Should I move these ones upright too? I think that looks really good. Let's see, do I like the position of them? Okay, hot glue is hot. I think that's good. I'm gonna hot glue gun the edge. Place that down. I'm just gonna go around. I have more hot glue, so it's all good. It's gonna get stringy, and that's gonna be a little annoying, but that just comes with the hot glue. Just right here and right here. So my kids helped me decorate these eggs. They did everything but the more detailed eggs, like the bunny rabbits and the flowers. So there's my first wreath. You can use this to go over top of a different wreath, like flowers over top of that if you want. But it's not super secure, so I might have to go around the back of it to kind of secure it with some rods or something. We'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna gently flip it over and secure it with some rods on the back. They accidentally painted on the wrong side. It's not, some of these don't have a wrong side, but I did certain things with them. So let me see if I can find some rods or some. I got a bunch of random junk. These are cool. So just for extra support, I'll put these things down. Oh, what is the best way to do this? Maybe, ooh, this is going to be difficult. Be careful not to burn yourself. Here, I think I know a better idea for this. So place them down, mark them, and just do those sections. Where's that other mark? There? Maybe? I don't know. That one's right down over there. I misplaced that one. I'm probably going to go, ow, why did she do that? Why did that not hurt? I just glued my finger and it didn't even hurt me. Maybe I ruined the senses of my fingertips. Now the question is, should I do another bunch for extra support, like this way? Or do you think that's good? Let's see. How sturdy is this now? That's much better. Much better than what it was before. So there is one wreath, one Easter wreath. Now I recommend spraying this down with a kind of UV ray protection finish, whatever, because if this is in direct sunlight, it's going to fade pretty quickly. Even the wood burning stuff is going to be faded pretty quickly. So there's one. What do you think? I'm going to do another one. So where am I going to put this? Let's have this up right. Oh, okay. Now let's do the same. I think I like it the way it is. I like that. I like the wood burning ones on top. Okay, so we're gonna start off doing every other I'm going to just do them just pointing inwards for the first layer. And let's make them spaced out evenly. We're going to try to match, like set them up so that the center of these eggs are facing the center, or like the center of the eggs are on top of the line. There we go. Can't think of words. And now we're going to do every other egg. I feel like this needs to be turned a bit. Let's turn it because I want the, yeah, I could have just turned the circle, but I want the bottom to be, I want the wood burning in the center. That's what I'm trying to do. We don't have to do it exactly the same. Well, exactly the same as the other one. So let's switch it up a bit. We can do the bunny on the top. Oh. Yeah, the bunny on the top, and then that one. Let's do these ones here first. Why isn't this matching up? Something's not matching up. Why isn't it matching up? Am I just dumb? I'm dumb, aren't I? I'm dumb. Okay, so yeah, I am dumb. It goes right here. And then I'm going to do the ladybugs. Well, I think I'll do it on the other side, right here. This one down here. This one over here. And this one right here. So it's slightly different than the last one. So now let's glue it together. Oh, come on. I'm gonna have to peel that off. The hot glue is leaking. Sounds good. Let's take this off very carefully. Oh, it's gonna be stuck. Okay, come on. Unstick, unstuck. Be very careful. I'm gonna turn it around. I'm going to add extra supports to it. I'm gonna put one there. And let's just mark on it so we can just figure out the exact placement of the hot glue. I feel like if I try to put the hot glue directly on the stick, it's gonna burn me. And I don't want it to burn me. This is the last one. Okay, there it is. The Easter wreath. There's a little bit of glue on one by accident. So I got two of them, 2 Easter wreaths. What do you think? Did I do a good job? I think that's perfect. Absolutely wonderful. Now let's unplug this right here. I think that's it for today. I don't think I'm going to do anything else. Maybe just do a quick little video of it. Try to find a way to hang it up on the window. Okay, there's nothing much for me to do anymore. I have to do a bunch of editing here right away for the Vinci Eye app so that I can get this project on a tutorial and an advertisement as soon as possible, because when it comes to holidays, I'd like to try to be a week or two. 2 weeks is like optimum because I'm trying to give ideas to people, but I just slipped through my fingers this time when it comes to crafting. So anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a wonderful Easter.